real pressure coming out of Hooker. Just, yeah, all this bloodshed doesn't really achieve Guild anything.
On the time, Hoodie going for the close flash. I want to see if he does go for the deep one. There it is. Still confirming they're lingering around, and Guild a right approach to try and take over long, and that's a great start for Leo. Now that puts him over deeply on the back foot. This guy is great though in those scenarios to clutch out, but no, Trex overwhelms, and Meadow, well, he kind of had to wait a little late, so now he's put in the 1v3. Spike gonna go down, and I actually really like that adjustment from Guild towards taking over that long control, but that's beyond the point, as Meadow now presented a 1v3, looking for the first step, and no one's given him anything, and I like that. Good discipline being shown. A little bit of a tag. And again, no easy, clean kills. And yeah, you can see them just trying to keep him busy. Double facing. That's a shot and a half. And that's why you've got to play careful, because, again, Meadow is going to bang out some of these shots if you give him that opportunity. For the double face on the jump out, Leo's going to claim it. And Guild that in mind. If they do keep working these players down, they could do a little bit of something. But Russ is still around, so you're going to be able to see them topped up. And there's the close towards the spike. And there goes, well, most of the danger. So this should be kept pretty much on track. Yeah, farm it out safe. Get yourself towards the knives. This is all looking pretty nice.
Get the plant as well, so we'll only be one away from the Blade Storm. He wants to throw the weapon away and just full get that ultimate online. He will find the first little tap there, but Colementor with the swing as well. Mixwell, one shot left in the Headhunter, and it's actually safe to find it, so Blade Storm will be available. Clean round 2 as well, finally. Guild already considering this rotation. One Hoodie also reading into this. He should be able to get towards spawn entry just before they swing out Hooker, but he's actually starting to shift walk here, so
30 seconds left.
Might be safe passage to sight. The snake bite actually will confirm it. Oh, Hoodie still dips in. 7 HP now after the snake bite. Has to retreat. Mixwell now. We'll find the spike. That's the important one.
Huge. Now, Leo presented a 1v2. There was never meant to be this dangerous this round, but he has managed to slip away. 13 seconds. Quick pick up towards Mixwell and looks back. He knows where that last player was. But look at the adjustment coming out from Hoodie. All the way around 7 seconds. Needs that plant and he's going to get it down. Now, the adjustment is unreal from Hoodie. It's an angle they just simply will not be expecting. But actually, Leo is well aware, especially when the shots now ring out. But Leo going to put himself in such a nuisance of a position. Try and catch that cross as Hoodie tries to bait the drop. Looking again for it, and there it is. Leo now knows what's on the cards. Beautiful work from Leo. Close if he had to, but safe, happy to do it on his own. Leading the fray and leading the way, goes towards the site, spots down Nuki towards the back side. Flash, it's perfect. Oh, the synergy is lovely, but Meadow's aim is better. Somehow finds 2. I don't know how he's alive. Another flash goes in, another potential victim. What is going on? Golden Mentor, baffled, stunned, and Nuki finds him. What just happened?
Absolute
control. Safe, trying to get a little dangerous, but again, keep in mind what they're working with here. Odds and ends, and well, they can work. Trek's going to do well towards 1. Going to find Hoodie. Any damage is essential. Coldamenta finding of over. That's not ideal. What is going on with this? Mixwell's gone down, and suddenly, again, these rounds are turning in ways they just simply shouldn't. Nuki and Meadow are going to be left to pick up the pieces of what should have been a much cleaner round.
Meadow and Nuki now themselves at a 2v4. Nuki actually in a decent position here, so Meadow with a good idea of the setup. Let's swing out. We'll find the first
20
with 20 HP. Yes, not enough. Meant to quick with the trade.
Nuki, what have you got up the sleeve? Already not happy with the scenario in this round, but you got to try and make something out of it. Gonna dip out, and again, the double stack.
Showers, but Nuki actually wants to open things up here. Meadow now will be called upon on short. Lots of pressure coming his way, but Safe has found his way all the way to backside somehow.
Yeah, tell me how he got there so comfortably, but Mixwell is still alive, but it does seem like a question of how long. Not particularly safe on the TP, but speaking of, he's there waiting, finds Mixwell, and the spike gonna go down, and Avova, well, he was on the other side of the site, and Guild. Hey, I was questioning, was it enough just to take that shower control? Well, you saw the burst off the back of it. Absolutely beautiful. A lot was invested to garner that, and you can see the absolute fruit of all that labor. And Avova's gone down. Nothing more to be found of that. 3 still stand for Guild and Based. Someone like Safe was able to garner last time. They're actually working with very little this time. And it does look like Avova's starting to consider floating back towards that A site now, especially with the site being under so much pressure. Koldamenta going to clear out Meadow, but there's a trade out. Mixwell does at least find one. Nookie again does damage towards Rust. This isn't out of the realms of possibility yet. It is a 2v2, but the problem is the players that were there are pretty far away. Now, keep in mind where Hoodie's working back in from. We noted that flank earlier on. Now it could come through. The divide's gone up. And this is tough work for Hoodie. Does he even gets a free upgrade? Flash through the wall. Position now noted. Avova can relay any information off the back of that. Taps the strike, and actually no one can easily check on this. And Trex going to be the first one to try and work forward. Yeah, this is going to be a free halfway at the very least. Trex has to respect... Wait, please check on this! Oh, dearie me.
Avova gets so much information there just by noting.
Asian flanks coming in from Hoodie as well. Koldamenta actually dips away just in time. But Hoodie still good for another. That's huge information found. The spike, yes, maybe in hand, but look at the numbers. It's Koldamenta and Safe, and Safe's making a run for it. Get the hell out of there. And yes, Mixwell's on the way, but this still should be safe enough passage for Safe to get the plant down. And there's still a player left lurking. That's Koldamenta. Going to try and leave Safe a little bit of room to work with here, but it's the best he could do is a 1v3. Says good luck and leaves him to it. One knife committed. And Safe trying to clear the close corners. No one's here just yet. Here's the TP. Knows that now Viper coming through that way. 2 towards the site. Isolate 1. Oh, yes, that's the follow-up. Safe. This could be ingenious. Actually dips away. This is nice work, making it harder. Buying more time. And oh, he's going to try and stick the diffuse Avova. He's got it halfway. Like he ain't stopping. He ain't stopping. No shot. He's done it again.
Avova, you can't keep doing this, man.
With the paint shell coming through, this man's everywhere. You can't escape him. Paint shell actually going to do really well. What?
What?
The arm on Nookie and the...
What?
Nookie hasn't seen either of these players. Either of them. And oh, he's desperate for it to land. He gets it.
Right.
Of course. Of course. This is exactly how this round was going to go, Hypoc. Did you ever doubt it?
Forget everything you thought you knew about Valorant, because G2 bring nothing into this round, and they now find themselves with a 5v2 opportunity to tie things up 6-6 for the half. Nookie, man. What the hell?
Must be nice.
And then, of course, he wins that as well. Obviously. It's a flawless round victory. Why wouldn't it be?
Information found, rotation called in, 4 players down the A site for Guild. Avova does at least have a step towards the site itself, but it's Rust to draw first blood, but a quick trade out from Shower that was instantly garnered by Nookie, and this guy's unleashing. Keep in mind, he's got Mixwell by his side, spamming away too, and for now it is 3v2 though. Meadow and Mixwell. Can Meadow get close enough to bring that frenzy to the right range? Not really. Trex sitting deep towards CT, and it's just gonna be Mixwell now. 1v3. A little bit of damage towards Trex and Safe, I guess, but that's about it really. Koldamenta sitting pretty on the back lines. Not really called upon. Let's see what Mixwell can get out of it. Yeah, and these positions are very complementary. Gonna hold that spike very safe. Can Mixwell find Trex? Sorry, what was that?
I was gonna say, you might spot a shoulder, maybe?
Maybe? No. Joined now by Trex. Nookie pinched. Safe! Gives it right back to him after that prior round. And now the TP gets taken, it looks like. They're going to make a quick move towards that A site. Not a bad plan either.
15 seconds left to get no one close enough to deny this, but Koldamenta quick on the flank. Should be noted, Mixwell's utility, but I think he actually... Did he smoke it off? Koldamenta might have smoked off the trap. No, he dealt with it. I've just seen it get... Yeah, it just popped off.
Eyes turned. Yeah, he's moving a little slower. And now Mixwell wants the early fight. Good choice, but can he stay alive? Can he play his life? He can't. Step away too far. Koldamenta closes towards Avova, and now Mixwell's in a little bit of danger here. Has to play this smart. Looking for the other fight. Wins it. Gets it. Now knows what's up. He knows another's towards the side, but he can't win that fight. It's safe to find him. And now a 1v2. Meadow. A quick shot towards Trex. And now Safe, what can you do with this? It didn't get to halfway. Desperate for it to be happening. And Meadow, ice this just yet. You can see that Mixwell's still looking for any sort of flank. Now that's coming in. Slow progress down towards the back of elbow. Clear out towards CT, but there's a player watching the deeper side of that. They have to somehow clear out these 2 players.
G2 brute force this. I mean, look, they have no paint shell, no boom bot. Yes, they have a couple of flashes, but no Trailblazer to send in here from Hoodie.
Here it is.
They do swing through.
Just doing trades, and it doesn't even take that long. I thought maybe Koldamenta could have adjusted, but it wasn't to be. And I mean, that looked way easier than I felt it was gonna be.
I mean, I was questioning whether or not brute forcing.
Way with it. Hoodie, the fact he was able to get up that far unchecked on and unconsidered. Again, you can't just have that full faith in utility because someone might disrespect it. And already, Meadow's gonna find Leo Mixwell. Playing dangerous games here. And it is a 3v3, Mike.
Yeah, Meadow's got his Viper's pit down as well. Safe will find a crucial kill onto Mixwell.
Huge.
Well, actually forced out the rotation. Meanwhile, Avova had already preemptively, made his way to A site with the spike, so we'll get a free plant. And it does have a poison orb and a snake bite, but it's a tricky spot really to hold when you post plant lineups or anything like that. Numbers advantage for Guild on the way back in. If they can find an entry here.
Uh-oh. There we go. Vova needs to be good for at least one of these, ideally two. And Trex almost made a meal of it, but he does keep his life. Meadow now noted. Great shoulder peek from Trex. They're very aware of what's going on, and Meadow can't do anything about it in the...
Right? It's invested on long. It's... Oh, no, Safe got body blocked! No way! He couldn't get back out of that. Hoodie will find two on the way into B site here, and G2 will follow up on that immediately. Meadow wins out in the lurk battle as well. 2v4 for Guild.
Oh, dear. Trex. The only one remaining. And not for long. Mixwell's cleared it up. We're at 12 now.
Look at this. They're forced all the way back in already. Hoodie has done this, what, 4 times now?
Yes.
For free.
Yep. And there's no stopping them. Trex and Leo having to sit back and watch on this. They were on the other side, and again, they've broken through the front lines, and the back line's looking certainly worse for wear. Not really in a position to do much about this. And yeah, this is looking sewn up, at least on map 1. This was Guild's choice, if I'm not mistaken, so a little bit of a tough pill to swallow for them, I'm sure. But again, it's not over just yet. Trex gonna give it a damn good go, and why not? That's all you got. Safe passage now garnered at least towards the start of the site, but it's going to be Avova, Meadow, Nookie. They're all chomping at the bit on the other side. It's teed up for Leo to find Nookie. And now we're looking if he can get any more done. That's a good follow-up. Still doing some dangerous work here. Spots out Mixwell. Does he do anything with it? Not to... I'm sure that's a sweeter kill as well, considering how map 1 was, where Nookie was really going toe-to-toe with him. But for G2, still going to truck on over towards the side, and they actually go further, and they don't check on him. They leave Safe a little bit more room to work with, and that's good enough. After getting 2 picks this round is perfect. He can leave the rest to the others on the team, leaving Meadow and Mixwell try and do some damage, but Koldamenta closed the gap early, so the Frenzy just perfectly placed to do that damage, leaving just Meadow, whose position could have been a problem down the line potentially, but for now, a tricky scenario to try and build back in from. Has a little look, seeing if maybe Leo was still up towards top site. Does manage to get at least a 1v1, expecting a follow-up. Clean shot towards Koldamenta, but shut down by Leo in the... Sitting on something a little bit more potent, but Rust actually safe enough for now and still going to be able to get away with holding this position. Nookie's got the punish towards Leo, knows where Rust is residing, so that could be an issue if no one can create a little bit of a crossfire or bail him out. He looks like he's on an island and they want to overwhelm him. Just sweeping on in, just keeping that movement as high tempo as possible, and it's worked well. 3 now stand. Drill's going to be starting to look a little rough around the edges. 12 seconds. Spike now left loose. 10 seconds to try and find 2 players, and it's not looking likely. Faces the Meadow! Oh my word, there was a moment. There was a real... It's still pretty dicey on the site going. Safe. Sometimes you get them. You're going to be happy with that. Mixwell feeling a little out on an island. Has to be careful to not overdo it here. And this is a contested site, and actually Hood and Avova finally put their foot down and do get some control building. Safe is still standing and still delivering bullets. Knives come online and he wants to do some more damage. This could be his round to shine. This could be the game changer if he can get it. Huge impact potentially calling, beckoning. But does Leo check the drop? Does he consider Avova's position? Safe's now been culled and all that opportunity looks like it's going to be falling away. And there, Avova's made good progress. Wants to check down below. Does so. Finds Russ. Now looks for a follow-up. No one else going to present themselves too easily this time, but an underhand flash. It's Trex on the push. A quick trade out though. Great work from Avova. Made himself the turret, finding 2. And now where's that spike plant? Do they need it? Can they get it just yet? Safe's actually adjusted well enough and quickly enough. Rifle now in hand rather than the op, so this could still be very much game on if he can get the timing right. And he just has. Finds Avova, punishes. Oh, I thought he might have had the gun back out in time, but Nookie 1 for 1 matches him. gets the job done, and G
onto A site, and they can't really stop the barrage of G2 on the way in here. Lockdown going to make it even easier in this round.
Oh, and Mixwell with such a punish. Drex just trying to play on the cusp of that. Good punish from Rust to at least get the trade. But for now, the spike again going down. I don't think much good deny. Rust tries to get in there, gets punished for it. Meadow finds Leo. It's an absolute stomping right now. And yeah, Safe's threaded the needle, but to what end? No, it looks like, hey, welcome to middle. This is Tube. And Avova might have just pinned in Leo. The timing actually does keep Leo's life for now. He's going to be able to maybe stem the bleeding, but he's got problems of plenty. Players now left, right, and center. Trex trying to at least keep some control. Underhand flash to spam's good. Great work from Trex and Leo. Safe comes in, and there's the shutdown on the adjustment. Just getting caught in the utility now. Nook. He's read that, he's heard it, but the shot goes astray. 12 seconds now, and they really don't be giving much of this away. Want to keep those weapons. Nuki being nasty with it as well, going to hide that away. Love that. They've got money for days. They don't need to be worried about it, and he just wants to do damage if he can. And that's not going to be too easy. Actually, a little bit of a punish. Rifle recovered. Oh, Nuki, you're... Oh! Well, seen these scenes before. Yep. Maybe this time, though, he's got some support there, and that's going to help out. He does have bodies in the way, but he still gets punished. 1-for-1 trade out, does take down Nuki, so I guess that's not bad. But now Mixwell goes and does it himself. Wants to show that presence. Goldamenta waiting patiently, but somehow gets navigated around. It's a bow to find Trex. Goldamenta goes down, and now we're looking at Leo, who is still alive, but, well, it's a matter of time. Caught with bow in hand, and now Russ. A 1v2, probably the most likely round we've seen in a minute here. Does he get a clean fight on either of these players? Are they going to be willing to give him that? No, absolute momentum. And who's got the reins in the round in that regard? You know, G2 have set the precedent. We're going, hey, every single round. No matter what you do, we're going to be there. And obviously for the last one, they're like, there's a whole other site here. There's a whole other side of this map we've yet to be at. But it's a 5v5 close farm. But bear in mind, the weaponry coming out from Guild is pretty subpar. You have vectors and odds and ends here. But Russ still going to be doing damage. Russ is still doing what he can. And there's no taking it away from him. Russ is fighting the good fight, but Hoodie, the back line comes into play. That's free. The fourth gets taken away, and so does this. Damage received, 22. Man. Bloody hell. And now all the boys are here. You can see G2 putting bodies on the side. Mixwell a little lazy in that approach. Safe will punish that. That's not bad for him, though. A nice quick way to get an advantage on the board for Guild.
Over left trying to deal with this wall, but they do actually get rid of it nice and early here. So they're going to be able to reinforce around this. You can see Hoodie trying to get his wall back down, but Safe will find a second here, and Trex to follow up.
Yeah, this is really, really imperative. 11 HP. 11 HP. Nuki can't win this. There's no way he wins this. It's still Nuki, sure, but there's no shot. That's one, and it's called a mentor. No one watching the flank just yet. Nuki is getting carte blanche here. This is all up for grabs. Spots out one, gets it. That's Trex. Quick close out from Goldamenta.
No
and a huge denial. Nuki is nasty with it. Gonna find two and look for more. And his just positioning is a problem. Gets dealt with quickly. Good work from Leo. Very heads up play. But Mixwell takes that space. Works with it. Pushes up. Tries to take a little bit of run back here. Double dips towards Leo. And Mixwell starts. Well, 15 seconds. They got to make this count now. And the flash from the corner. Good work from Trex being proactive in this. But looks like a team caught the flash. But still, Spike should be able to go down. It is 6 seconds. Not much left on the difference. But there it is. So post plant begins. It is a 3v4. But at least they have the sight on the side and the time ticking in their favor. And Trex wants to be proactive, and I like that. Try and hold the line, do what they can. It looks like just a heads-up fight here. Gonna just dip on in. Throat goes through. The second layer gets dealt with. Trex, perfect play. This guy is doing everything he can to keep hope alive for Guild. But Meadow takes down one. Nuki, though, the punish, and now it's all on Russ. The time still ticks. He's got a couple of seconds to play with. He spots out one. He expects the push, but he doesn't quite see it. Oh, what a shot! And again, Russ clutching. I'll take the push up here. Doesn't really find much for it, and it's a trade out. Meadow's still holding ground. Nuki's still there, and no one's... You can't ignore Nuki. You have to try and deal with him. Eventually, Russ does so. But by now, look at what's happened. They're left in tatters. Meadow with a great turn on the flash, but still Leo body checks him. So now the site's theirs. It's not completely free. There is a player at the back. That is going to be Hoodie. And now you can see the Russ going to put the wall up. The spike should go down. They now know roughly where at least two of the players are, but dealing with them, not going to be the case. It is dangerous, but it has worked out for Guild this time, at least for now. And retaking with this up, not going to be easy for Mixwell, but if Hoodie can get one, it's game back on. And for Guild, patience. Sit in the crossfires, hold it down. play it through. Hoodie, though, going to explode one. Spots out the other as well. That's big, and they now know where Leo is. Oh, it all goes wrong from this point on. Trex has to clutch this one up, but he doesn't get up and over. He has to deal with Hoodie at this point, and that's a free.
No way.
It's not the freest kill of his life at all, Trex. He's starting to get nervous. He's looking panicked. He needs to find Hoodie, and he can't. He finds the roots coming on through. Well, we're seeing the proof in the pudding now. Nookie's going to just invest behind, finds Leo. And more damage being done here, down to 3. They had to respect the KJ ult. And I think Safe caught a glimpse of Avova, but barely. And now the problem has become that they don't have site control anymore. They have nothing. They had to flee the site itself. They've lost all of it. And back to B we go. But bear in mind, there's still Hoodie over here. He's not left. He's been big chilling. Gonna dip on through, finds the frag.
He wins that.
Dude, the confidence. He's exuding confidence, and it's 14 seconds. Coldamenta knows his days are numbered. He can do a little bit of damage, sure, but look at this. The amount of players up against him. Meadows there, and it's 12 for G2. Actually dipped away from it, and might have spotted. The barrel must have shown. And now it's game on. Russ, again, is being such a saving grace for Guild in these moments. A couple of rounds have been converted just off his back alone. And now there's the counter Viper Pick coming through. That's going to kill the site. But you noted it. The quick timing of Nookie hitting this flank. He's already punished Safe, so the backlines are no longer safe. And Mixwell's just picked off Coldamenta. This could be falling to pieces right now. And you're right, it's now gone down. They have nothing to... They've got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. They are stuck on the site. They are surrounded on both fronts. They're trying to fight their way out. It's just Leo standing. A 1v2 ain't going to happen, and Meadow is the one to do it as well. G2, I mean, that attacking side looked formidable, but they certainly were in their element now as